Today we're gonna be building a ginormous fish trap that we can use at my dock at other various locations to catch some epic big aquarium fish. Now specifically at my dock, I've caught some insane stuff here. There's always stuff swimming around. Being that my house is only located 1 mile from the inlet, literally anything can swim by. I've had manatees here, I've had giant barracudas, big time nurse sharks, tons of aquarium fish, stingrays, literally anything you can think of swims right past my dock, and we gotta catch them. Now in the past, in the last year, we've used a ton of different kinds of traps here. We've used the big crab trap that always catches a ton of crabs. We've used the small silver and black ones that actually do surprisingly well. We've used the umbrella trap that seems to always catch catfish, and we've even used this giant one right here that has caught some wild aquarium fish in this big one, but sadly this thing is pretty much going out of commission. Now this thing right here, as you guys can see, it's low tide and the water is crystal clear today. I don't know what's going on, but the water is so clear. This thing we used, this one right here, we used to use for a giant fish trap, but it is just falling apart. It's breaking up on me here. There's a big giant hole in the top. It's ripping like this, and we just need a brand new one that's gonna do the job. This one might be serviceable in the future if I fix it up, but right now, it's just a big old bait pen pretty much. As you guys can see, I already got a ton of fish in here already. Whoa, whoa. I've actually been using this as a bait pen, as you guys can see right here. As you guys can see right here, this is a big blue runner. So right now I'm just using this pen here as a bait pen. I'm using this trap as a bait pen because all these fish are great for fishing offshore. You can catch some serious monsters with this. We caught these last week, and we actually caught our giant shark on one of these guys. So I've been using this as a bait pen. See, we got like half a dozen blue runners in here. And I'm actually going out fishing tomorrow, and I'm gonna use those guys to go fishing. Maybe we'll catch something giant with those. So now that I'm all dirty and fish smelling, that thing is what we've been using as a bait pen, not a fish trap as of recently. We could still probably use it as a fish trap. It's just a lot harder to use that one because the hole is so big, a lot of things just swim right out. So we're looking for something that's gonna match that kind of in size, but even better in effectiveness. I want something that's gonna catch some monsters for you guys. Guys, I don't know if you can see my shadow right here, but watch my hand, watch my finger. Right there, right below my finger, right there is the world's smallest little barracuda right there. That is a baby barracuda. He's like 4 inches. That thing is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I wish I could keep one in an aquarium, but they had to be 15 inches. But look at that guy. That thing is the smallest cuda. I actually saw him yesterday, but I didn't think he would stick around. He's making this thing his permanent home. And I think his mother is the one that lives under my dock, and she's about 6 feet. She is giant. We almost caught her last time we did a chumming. She came right up to the chum, ate one of our baits, but we could not quite hook her. She was so, like, she was extra large. That is the biggest barracuda I think I've ever seen in my life. She lives right underneath this dock in this canal. Now I have oh my God, I almost went my finger again. Now I have a tiny little hook here with a tiny piece of shrimp. I'm curious, I know we're trying to build a fish trap here, but I'm curious if he will eat this little tiny shrimp. Look at that. Now, can't discredit cudas. They are smart because I don't have any leader on this. This is literally straight braid. So let's see if we can catch this little guy. Oh. Not quite the cuda. Not quite the cuda, guys, but that is a little goby, some sort of goby. See, you gotta weed through it. If I had a live glass minnow, look at that thing. That thing's pretty wicked. It's got those green little dots on the front of them. Forrest, I know you like the, hey. This is a friend. This isn't not food, okay? So relax. But that is a little goby. Forrest, back up, brother. That is a little goby. They're all around this canal. There's hundreds of these little guys. Forrest, you're in my line, dude. He's a nuisance. He's a full-blown nuisance, guys. He loves fish. He's a fish dog. You can't blame him. So there's hundreds of these guys all over the canal. Whenever you try to catch little baby cudas and stuff, little baby puffers, they always come out of the rocks and just eat everything. Pretty sick fish. I'm sure you can catch some colorful ones on there that would probably sell for, you know, 60 bucks. This little guy, I mean, that's a trooper right there. Let's get him back in the water. All right, cuda, I couldn't catch you today, but I'll get you someday. See all that algae and all the rocks? You can see a ton of them in the water right there. There's so many of those gobies, but we're not trying to catch those in the fish trap. We're trying to catch the mother of that cuda. We're trying to catch the 6-footer. I think we got to get building. So we do have to go to Home Depot to get all of our supplies to build this thing. It's gonna be a big one, but I have been thinking about some epic content ideas for you guys. What if I did a video where I chummed my dock every single day for a week straight and caught one thing per day to see how increasingly better the catches would get? I would think that on day 7, it would be way better than day 1. So let me know if you guys think that's a good idea by dropping a like on this video and commenting down below if you think I should do it. Now let's go to Home Depot, get our supplies. Gotta come back and build this fish trap. We're here at the local Home Depot, ladies and gentlemen, trying to build ourselves a giant fish trap. See if we can find anything useful. We got our pipes. This is the base, the outer structure. We got our mesh, ladies and gentlemen. Nice, bright and orange. That's what we're going for. But these are big holes right here. I'm thinking I'm going with the big orange holes because I want this thing to catch big fish, not small guys. I'm going for monster, giant, megalodon fish in this fish trap. So hopefully this thing works and hopefully we can catch something big. This is all we need right now. I mean, we got tons of things we can build here. If you guys like this series of me building something epic and doing it and fish trapping it, comment down below what I should build next. We're starting off with a nice big old fish trap. Well, this is all we need, ladies and gentlemen. We got it all at Home Depot, the great Home Depot. Got a shout out to everyone at Home Depot. I went with something with much bigger holes because, like I said, I'm not trying to go for small fish. I'm trying to go for big aquarium fish, things that'll cost $1,000 at the store. That's what I'm trying to go for when I drop this trap. Big time fish. So I'm trying to eliminate that bycatch. We don't want those gobies. We don't want those baby puffers. We want some colorful, insane, maybe like a giant wrasse or giant parrotfish. That's what we want to do with this trap. So although we're gonna put this on at some point, we're not gonna put it on first. Obviously, you can't start with that. You gotta start with the skeletons, and that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna build the skeleton of this trap, make sure it's big enough to my liking. So here's our first base here. As you can see, pretty long, but it's kind of skinny, which is what I wanted, because I'm gonna make it kind of like a tunnel trap. So the fish swim through it, and then I'm gonna pull it straight up. So they can come in and out of it, but if there's food in there, they're gonna stay in there. Skinny and pretty tall. That's what we're going for. So base 1 is now completed. On to base number 2. Both bases completed. Maybe we can do an ultra thin fish trap, and then we can slay those gobies. If we had it this thin, they'd all come in through here. We could actually do, that's a good idea. Very strange fish trap, but if I made it this thin, I could get in there, I could pull right up. Could catch a lot of gobies. 2 frames completed. Let's get this thing finished in the skeleton time. What does that mean? I don't know what that sentence means. Let's get this thing skeleton finished. All right, the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here's our fish trap. Here is our giant fish trap. It's pretty big. It's exactly the way I wanted it. I didn't want it too monstrosity, too big, but I wanted it the perfect amount, and it is, I think, the perfect amount of size right here, ladies and gentlemen. I think she's in, a little flimsy. It works, it's perfect. Let's go, check me out. Now here is the strategy. I'm gonna mesh this whole thing off, and what I'm thinking is we cut a hole here and maybe a hole here, but maybe just 1 hole, could be 2 holes. We might start with just 1 hole, but we might definitely gonna cut a hole here so they swim in. I pull from here up and out. That's the game plan. I think this thing's about to be some serious money. I'm trying to catch some $1,000 fish here. Literally $1,000 fish. Now it's time for the mesh. I think this is gonna be my favorite part because we've never used this mesh before. If you've never used this mesh, we always go with like the one over there, like the black mesh or chicken wire type stuff. But we're gonna try the orange color to maybe the fish will think it's like a carnival or something. They'll be fired up. They're like, holy shit, an orange box with food in it? I'm going right in there. So it's very bright, but it could do the trick. Let's get this thing all wrapped up here. Zip tie it like here. I don't know. It's a little flimsy. How about this so far, ladies and gents? I think we got ourselves a pretty decent fish trap. I just got to do some little detail work, tighten up the edges. We might have ourselves a money maker, like literally a money maker. This is looking so far like an orange creamsicle, man. Orange soda. It looks fantastic. Fantastic. As you can see, we've done most of the sides so far, but we haven't done the front and the bottom. So we gotta do the bottom, then the front, then we can cut some holes in it. But when I look at it, it looks like, it's just like blowing my mind. It looks like an optical illusion. I think the fish are gonna be super confused when they swim in here. Check it out, guys. The giant fish trap. The giant orange fish trap, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this beast. Yes, yes. This thing is a tank. Now, should I really cut a hole in the front? Yeah, right? Cut a hole in the front here. Because this is the big decision here. Is this gonna be a tunnel situation? What are we thinking? Okay, I think this is the better front right here. Now, are you guys ready for the finishing touch? The beautiful masterpiece is about to be completed with this bucket lid. I'm gonna put this thing on right here, and this will be our opening for the trap. So we can open and close this thing just in case, oh, there's a really good fish in there. I can close this. You leave it open when we're trying to catch fish. This is a perfect little entrance for our critter. Now, as you guys are looking at the trap for the first time, when it's completed, I need to know down in the comments, where do you want to see this trap first? Do you want to see it 24 hours at my dock? Do you want to see it offshore on the boat, drop it down on a coral reef? Do you want to see it at a beach? Let me know by dropping a comment below. Where do you want to see this thing first? I'm leaning towards the dock just because we could throw this out tonight and I could let it sit for a week if I wanted to. But you guys let me know in the comments. Let's get our finishing touch on the trap. We gotta drill some holes in this bad boy. That's all we need. Chef's kiss. What a genius idea from Manager Brooke here. Absolutely genius idea. Everyone show her some love in the comments. Boom, look at that. It's gonna be sick, dude, because now we can open and close. Now we gotta trim around this so the fish can actually get in there. Bang, look at that. Look at that beauty. How you doing? Look at that thing. That thing is sick. That's gonna be perfect, dude. I'm telling you, I'm gonna catch some monsters in here. They can swim right through here. Like imagine a big wrasse, like this big, a big parrotfish can swim right through there. Close her up. We got ourselves a parrotfish, a wrasse, an epic snapper. You never know. He will be inside this fish trap. I think we need to see how this thing looks in the water. Let's open that lid. Let's see how it's gonna look at my dock specifically. Now, Manager Brooke's gonna do the honors today. She's gonna drop in the fish trap. Look at her. Go, Brooke. Brooke's dropping in the fish trap. Let's see how it's gonna look in the water. Freaking beautiful. Oh my. Okay, she's got a little float action to her. So we're gonna have to probably be smart about how to sink her because she is floating. But that's a problem for another time. We're gonna tackle that once we get there, for sure. So now we can actually do a couple things. Brooke had a good point. We can actually float this in the middle of the water column with the door open like that, so the fish swim right in, like that. Or we can put center blocks in it and sink it down to the bottom and let it sit there for a while. So two really good options for the fish trap. And this thing is gonna be so cool, because once there's actually fish inside of it, because it's super bright, you're gonna be able to see them in an instant. It's gonna be perfect. This thing is money. So here we got it, guys. We gotta name this trap. We're gonna name it the Orange Cream Soda 5000. So we got the Orange Cream Soda 5000 fish trap here. This is a top of the line fish trap. I can manufacture these for you guys if you want. All you have to do is pay me $9 million and I will manufacture these for you. One for $9 million. That's how good this trap's gonna be. This trap is gonna be money. It's gonna catch us a ton of aquarium fish, big fish that we can add to our pond. And look at that thing. It sits perfect, it sits beautifully. This is gonna be a fish catching machine. Drop me in the comments where you guys wanna see it first. I'm genuinely curious because I'm gonna do whatever you guys wanna do. Hopefully we can get something really cool for the new ponds. The mini saltwater pond that we got outside, the other two ponds in the garage that I'm gonna be upgrading very soon, plus more ponds to come that we can add different styles of fish to each pond. I think it's gonna be a really, really fantastic year. Thank you so much for watching, fish guys. We got ourselves a brand new fish trap that we're gonna be using very soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe we'll use it in the next one. Peace.